music. We are live on InTheStreetsRadio.com. 10 Minutes to Talk is your girl, Nina Capone. Welcome back. In this episode today, we are going to simply dive into the world of business, technology, and marketing consultations. If you own a small business or you ever dream of owning a small business, this one's definitely for you. So get your notepad ready as I am going to start sharing information for you guys to take down. A lot of people don't know what I actually do for a living. So it's kind of, I guess it's a bittersweet type situation. And I wanted to explain it. I wanted to kind of create content around what I actually do as a business technology and marketing consultant and how it can really help your business grow. So my niche is a little different, and, again, I wanted to kind of get into it. You can check us out live. We're live on InTheStreetsRadio.com. You can look us up on all the platforms for both audio and for visual. So here we are. This is 10 Minutes of Talk once again. We're going to try to keep it simple, sweet. I'm going to try my best to stay on topic. And we're going to jump into it. Let's get started. Shout out to everyone that's tuned in. We definitely appreciate you for listening or watching. So let's jump in. First and foremost, I want to start by explaining, business technology. So what is business technology and marketing consulting? So it's a blend of two worlds. On one hand, we have the dynamic, ever-changing realm of technology, right? On the other hand, there's the timeless art of persuasion and communication, which is marketing. So when you take and you tie those two things together, you have a kind of like a business world that we live in today where, business and technology kind of goes hand in hand. And that's what I do. I bring business and technology together, and so business, technology, and marketing together to help you better run your business, to help you bring things, to a complete evolution, per se. So in layman's terms, a business, technology, and marketing consultant helps businesses leverage modern technology and effective marketing strategies to increase efficiency, reach a larger audience, and boost your profits, because at the end of the day, it's all about making money, okay? But it's definitely a lot more to it, and I want to dissect it a little bit. So let's break it down a little more, because, again, you could say business, technology, and marketing, and that's literally what it is. So business, technology, marketing, consulting, whatever. But business technology, what is that? So in today's digital age, there's a tool or a software for almost every single thing that we do, right? From automating tasks to managing client relationships, technology can streamline operations like crazy, right? But with so many options out there, how do you actually decide what to use in your business? Because if you're out in meetings or you're talking to other business owners who do something similar to what you do, you need to know if that tool, that technology is going to actually help you make money. Is it good for you? Will it work for you? Will it work for what you're trying to do? Will it be able to capture information? You may not know that, right? Well, that's where your business technology consulting comes in. I evaluate your company's needs, okay? I suggest the appropriate tech solution, and I help you through the implementation process. Although most companies where you get software from, they have support teams. They actually walk you through that implementation process. There's still a part for your consultant to play, because you may not quite fully understand what your need is, or add-ons, or other things that may come up. There's things that you may want the tool to do that you don't really know how to communicate that to your developer or to the team that's working with you. So that's where I come in, and that's part of what I do. So that's one of the things that I actually do. So the technology end, matching companies with the right technology, making sure that it's efficient to work with the business that they have. If you purchase technology and it's not meeting your company's needs, you kind of wasted your money. But most people purchase technology because of one thing that they like, and they're not using the technology in whole. So my goal is always to make sure that you're using the technology to its fullest extent. You're getting the best benefit of it, and even using it for things that you did not know that you needed, right? So that's a huge thing, making sure you're getting your money's worth. Where's the ROI, return on investment, and your purchase, and that's what we want to see. Okay, so let's redirect. Let's jump into marketing. Okay, a good product or service just ain't enough. Okay, so you can have the best product in the world, you can have the best service in the world. It could really be already like, hey, everybody needs this. I'm going to put it out there. Well, the bottom line is you need to be seen, and not just seen by, not just seen. You need to be seen by the right people. So it's not about just being seen, but being seen by those who will purchase your service or your product. And that's where marketing consultants take a deeper dive into a company's target audience. So my main objective is figuring out who your target audience is, helping you create the personas, helping you to understand how to reach them. So I see a lot of companies who don't take the time to really hone in on their actual target. They want to reach everybody, and that's cool, but how do we reach your actual intended target so we can go ahead and monetize everything that you're doing? Everybody's not your audience. So you want to know their desires, their behaviors, and you want to craft strategies around those things so that you can pull them in. You want to connect with them, connect them to the business. And if you connect with them in meaningful ways, then they're sure to buy from your company. They're sure to start to trust your company and your service. And they want to work with you. But again, you have to market and put yourself out there. So the next question is, how can this help small businesses today? I think that's the big question that I'm often asked. How can this actually help businesses? And, how can it help my business? So small businesses, as I know, often have limited resources, right? So there isn't always the bandwidth to test every new tool that come out or run experimental marketing campaigns because financially it may hurt the company. So a consultant brings in the expertise, the experience, and an outsider perspective. Me personally, I work with a lot of development companies. I'll work with, if there's something that you want from a company, it's a software that you're considering, and you reach out to that company and say, hey, I want to give this a try, you let me know. I will handle the communication part to figure out if this is even a good fit for you. You don't have to waste your time with having a whole bunch of meetings with the developers to find out if this is a good fit for your company before purchasing. This is something that I do for my clients. So I can spot the gaps, suggest the innovations, and often save the business from costly mistakes. If I refer a particular software to you, then trust and believe I know it works. So you have to trust the process. You have to put that software in place and in use. Putting a software in place but not in use is very common for organizations, and I find that, they either fail or they feel that the system failed. Okay, so let's do a segue into something that's one of my favorite topics. So let's jump into standard operating procedures. If you're familiar, if you've ever met me, you hear me ask about, if you ever had a consultation with me, you'll hear me ask about your SOPs, which is your standard operating procedures. What I find is a lot of small businesses do not have these in place, and this can cause them to fail. So what are SOPs? SOPs are detailed step-by-step instructions designed to help businesses carry out complex, or everyday tasks. Something that you do consistently, and you want these to be efficient each time. You want this to work. You want everyone doing the same thing. You already know what your process is, and you want your staff to follow your lead. However, standard operating procedures, you want to put them in place. You want to make sure that they're being used at all times by your team so you can get the end results that you're looking for. So think of them as the secret recipe behind your business best dishes. So if you're a chef, you're going to have your information, your recipes, in the secret box, and you're going to share them with your cooks so they can go ahead and, whip them up the way that you need them. So, and that's literally what your standard operating procedures are for your business. They're your secret recipe. Standard operating procedures can go from onboarding new clients to processing returns. Just SOPs can ensure that your entire team is on the same page. And that's why I really like them, because in tech, we tend to work on, all hands on deck on a project. And one of the main things is we have to follow our SOPs because we don't want to mess anything up. And we need to let the next person that's working on another part or the same part or stepping away, they need to know what we did. And if we're following the SOPs like we should, then everything is aligned. Everything is lined up. I know that she did A, B, C, D, and maybe she forgot to add E, but I'm going to go in and add E, and this should resolve the customer's issue or whatever situation we're faced with. Okay, so imagine you're baking a cake. You need 4 eggs, okay? And this is how you build out your SOP. So you're baking a cake, you need 4 eggs, sugar, butter, but how much of each, right? So if it's my particular recipe, I want to break it down. You need 2/3 cups of sugar, 3 eggs, 4 cups of flour, and in this particular order. You want to add the egg yolk before, adding the egg, the full egg. Don't add the full egg. You want to separate the egg, whatever. So how long do you bake it? So those are very precise instructions. So if you don't have these in place, you're kind of guessing. I know they added an egg. I know she added some sugar, some flour. How long? I'm going to leave it until it's brown. Then you don't know what your outcome is going to be. So the outcome will never be consistent. But if everything is broken down, your outcomes will always be consistent. And I can go into, I'm running out of time, so I won't go into outcome management because that's a whole other episode. But let's think of the outcome that we're looking for, and that's where SOPs can help. So that's the same thing with business processes. Without SOPs, you're leaving too much to chance, okay? And this leads to another golden nugget, working on your business and not just in your business. So it's easy to get caught up in your day-to-day operations, but it's crucial to take a step back. When you work on your business, you're focusing on its growth, its strategy, planning for the future, and implementing tools, strategies, and SOPs. And when I meet with clients, I realize they're working in their business and not on it. So the goal is to build a machine that runs smoothly enough for you to, if you decide to take a vacation, take a day off, with the right tech, marketing, operational procedures, your business becomes a well-oiled, efficient entity that runs on its own and can thrive. With all that said, I have a few seconds remaining, so I'm going to leave you with this. All the small business owners and aspiring entrepreneurs listening or watching now, take a moment today. Ask yourself, how can technology and marketing elevate your business? And have you documented your process? If not, maybe it's time. You could book a call with me. We can determine if you're ready to take turn, if you're ready to take a dive into getting your business on track. I can be reached at 215-443-1076. Again, 215-443-1076. Let's schedule a consultation so we can take the next step to getting your business on track. Okay. That's a wrap for today's episode, 10 Minutes of Talk. I'm Nina Capone, reminding you always to innovate integrate, and elevate. Until next time, keep thriving, and I look forward to meeting with you guys very soon.